Hi, rest seekers. I'm Peggy Norwood Stella, and I'm bringing you some gentle, easy moves today that I think will feel really good to you. It's a great one to just kind of relax the body. It's going to be on the floor, so you'll need a mat when you are going to try this. And it's fairly simple, but I just want to go through the steps with you. If you want to run and find a mat, or pause this and go and get yourself a nice yoga mat so that you can get down on the floor, because today's move is on the floor. Or if you just want to watch it, learn it, and then go try it yourself. Either way, it'll work just fine. So this one is going to sort of just twist away. It's like kind of almost like a wringing out of the body. We're going to do just some gentle twisting one side to the other. And you'll just be able to very simply and easily move your way through it. So going down onto the floor, as I said, got your mat with you. You're simply going to lie down on your side, just lying on your side, your knees right here in front of you. You can sort of rest your head on your arm that's underneath you, or if you wanted to put a pillow there, that could work as well. And what we're going to do from this position is we're going to think about, when we've done some twisting moves before, you know how we actually kind of go from the center of our bodies, the center. So you think about the rib cage, right? So we got the rib cage on top, rib cage underneath. The rib cage here on top is going to begin to move towards the floor. So we're just going to gently begin twisting in the middle of the body, and only go where the body will allow you to go. So if you're watching me and you can, you may not be able to go where my body goes, but just go with where your body goes. So starting with the rib cage, we're going to just let the rib cage sink, and you can see I'm just allowing it to sort of twist. I'm going with it. The next thing that's moving towards the floor is your shoulder blade, and then it's going to be, you just let your upper arm and elbow go back, and continue to allow that to go. Now you see how the top leg wants to follow this motion. Now that tells me, for me, that I've got a little bit of tension right through here. That's okay. We're going to work with that. And so I'm going to just bring that elbow back, and if you can, place the elbow on the floor behind you. I'm now going to turn away from the camera, but I'm going to turn my head. The final thing is turning my head and looking over that arm, and just allowing the body into this nice twist position. We're not trying to force anything, not forcing anything. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little readjustment for myself. Right, there we go. And we're now, if you would like, you can take the hand, taking the hand on the opposite side and bringing it across and letting it rest on that thigh. Just let it rest on the thigh. And again, we're not pulling at it, just let it rest. And just add the slightest bit of tension, if you want to add just a tiny bit of tension, and then release it. Let's add the breath to that. I want you to think, inhale, and inhale, think of increasing the space between your hips and that rib cage. Inhale, and lengthening the spine and letting just a little bit of space between the hips and the rib cage. And then on exhale, imagine that you're drawing your belly button towards your backbone, and you add a tiny bit of gentle pressure to the thigh on exhale. Inhale. So on inhale, we're lengthening the spine, increasing the space between the rib cage and the hips. Exhale, that just add the gentlest of pressure on top of that thigh as you imagine that you're pulling your belly button towards your spine. And breathe easily throughout. And let's try it one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and add just a gentle twist. But it's just a gentle wringing out of the body. Now we're going to release that leg. Just rest in this position for a moment. And if you want to move the top leg, move that leg a little bit, you can. And then you're going to use it to bring you over to your back. So I'm going to bring it over to my back. And with both knees up, it's just a gentle rolling around. And now what we're going to do is just leave. Now the opposite arm, right, is going to go resting on the floor. Good. You can turn so that your head is looking at that, down that arm. And then we're gently going to drop the knees to the other side. So now we're twisting in the other direction. Twisting in the other, let those knees drop to the other side. And taking the hand and gently placing it on that leg and just a little bit of pressure. Exhale. When you add pressure. And now release it. Inhale. Think of length. We're going to do the lengthening again. So inhale. When you inhale, imagine that you're creating space between the rib cage and the hip. Exhale and gently add just a little bit of pressure. And at the same time, you're drawing the belly button towards your backbone, just emptying out the air from the torso so that you can just get a slight increase in that twist. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gentle twist, gentle pressure. Once more, breathing throughout. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gentle pressure. And now release that arm, let it rest on the other side. And again, if you want to wiggle that leg a little bit, you can wiggle that leg a little bit. And we're going to bring it around. Now we're going to bring it around and back to center. Bring and turn the head now back to center. And we're just going to let it rock and roll just a little bit to center yourself, nice and easy. Nice and easy. And if you want, you can just place the feet, placing the feet on the floor, arms out to the side, palms up. And you will just feel that in your body. You might feel that there's some tightness here and there. And again, that's perfectly okay. What we've just done is done a gentle twisting of the body in one direction, twisting of the body in the other direction, and then we bring it back to center and just allow it to rest back in center. And we can even slide, if we want to practice, slide one leg down, extend it, and slide it back. So we can just do an extension of one leg versus the other. Just stretch it down and bring it back. Stretch one leg down and bring it back. Very good. stretch, and then rolling over back onto my side and walking myself up to a seated position. So I'm really going to feel the difference when I'm up and about and walking about, and hopefully you will too. But I hope you found that just that gentle twisting and unwinding of the body leaves a feeling of relaxation as you have brought the body back into alignment and perhaps released some tension about the hips and shoulders. Glad you joined me here today, and as always, when you try these gentle, easy moves, I love to hear how it lands in your body and what particular benefits that you're finding from it, or what you felt or didn't feel. It's all okay. So you can leave those comments down in the section below. Let me know whether you were able to watch it live or whether you're catching this later in the day. And just let me know how it is with you. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm feeling better as a result of having done my little twisting move. And I'll be happy to see you again really soon. Bye-bye.